Yeah, y'all know what it is. Eagles Wear Boxing coming right at y'all. That's right. I'm right here, waiting for y'all. Friday, wrap it up. We're gonna wrap up some stuff, but I wanted to share something with y'all. That's very important. We're gonna get these fight predictions in, and if you have any other fights that I might have got, because I'm only looking at like one source that I look at, and I'm quite sure tonight. That we have fights tonight too. So I don't know why we wouldn't, because we keep having fights. So it has to be some fights tonight. I'm not sure exactly who, but we're gonna get to the bottom of it. Somebody in here, you guys probably got better boxing sources than me. Because guess what? I don't have to talk about the fights that are coming up. I can just wait until they happen and then talk about them after the fight. But I like to be more informative, so I like to give you guys at least a little bit of information about fights that's coming up, and so we can discuss them. We can discuss the fights that's coming up, if that's okay. Let me get over a little bit. That's not even one of my pet peeves or something I really sweat about, is being in the center of the camera. But okay, that's what that was. Okay, yeah, I have to do something for somebody today. I have to make them something special. I wanted to do it in the first place, but now I was going to do it something else. But now that I have a request, feels good. Then you got a request. Okay, I got a request to do something. Very delicate operation. You got to do something that's very delicate today, which is cool. I like it. I like doing stuff that you have to use your hands very carefully, like a surgeon. Cut you. You got to be straight. You can't just be hacking away. You got to have that steady hand. Don't worry, I'm gonna do the operation. Don't worry about it. I've been doing this for 65 years now, so don't worry about it. I'm an expert, and this is it's nothing to me. I do this in my sleep. Meanwhile, they hands shaking like that. Oh, no, doctor, I'm good. I'm straight. Let me see the other doctor. Let me talk to the other doctor. Fine, I'll talk to the other doctor. His hand is like this. It's not moving all over the place. I'd rather have him do it. Ooh, boy, I just seen this. I'm gonna cut this thing off. I just saw this I just seen this earlier. They didn't even. It was so disturbing that they wouldn't even show all of it. And I don't even know what the real name of it is. I don't know. They call it a hangnail, but it's not. It's not a hangnail. Is something else. But I'll tell you about what I saw. Y'all not gonna like it. It's gonna be disturbing. Not like that, but it's gonna be. Oh, you're gonna be like, sometimes somebody can just tell you stuff, and you go, like you can tell a guy. Can't get the word out. You can tell a guy something. A lot of times, you can tell a guy something that's very painful. You might just be talking to one guy, but you might be in a group of guys, and you tell them about certain things that happened that are so painful. Shit, and every guy that's in there will have a flashback, or they'll feel the pain. But anyway, this is Eagles Wear Boxing on a Friday, man. Come on in, have a seat, sit down. and enjoy what I have to talk about today, or don't enjoy. But anyway, if you enjoy or don't enjoy, make sure you hit me with them thumbs up. We're already getting late. We're already getting late, and I'm sorry because I wanted to do something. Because I always think, I said, so what should we do far as, because anybody, we can always come in and just talk boxing. I like to talk other stuff, but what I want to show, hopefully we don't get in trouble, because I'm gonna actually let you guys listen to the whole thing today once y'all get here. Um, I think it's very important to listen to certain things sometimes, because it's in what brings this to mind, or what brought this to mind is a lot of times I listened to, you remember when Roy Jones was real popular? It's one thing that he said outside of just being a boxer that is really it's a great point, and people will probably just not, they don't get it, but it's a great point that he made. Is a, just what he said. This, it's just 3 words. It's more than 3 words, but the way he says it is that he put the 3 words together. Y'all, which is 2 words, must mean you, people, or all of you. They say it like that. Y'all musta, that's 2 more words. Must have, musta, forgot. So 5 words. He took 5 words and broke them down into 3 words. Y'all must have forgot. So up in here, try your best not to forget, because we will probably lose. A lot of us will lose our memory. It's not something to play with, but hopefully I'm not losing my memories. I mean, my way is so funny. I do so much stupid shit that a lot of times I get caught. D-Lo always catches me when I do silly stuff, or I say something. Like, I get so used to clowning, but I've been doing this all my life, so you guys have to forgive me as a host. Just forgive me, people. Family, just forgive me, because a lot of times I've been doing this stuff ever since I was little, ever since I was a kid. I could never accept, and I'm glad I didn't. I can never accept things like certain songs and certain sayings. I could never take them for what they said. I always have to change the words. I don't care. I have to change the words. And it's because of my family. A lot of them, like when it came to certain songs, like a lot of people didn't hear what the words actually were. And I find that to be true, even when it comes to, I used to watch the Chappelle Show. And they did a thing on there that says, I know black people. And I don't know black people, because I don't know any of y'all that's really black. But anyway, you know what I'm saying. That when they talk about black, y'all know what they mean. So I was listening to the show, and they got to a point where they was doing the theme from Good Times, and it was asking people if you knew a certain lyric for the song that was a Good Time song, and everybody missed it. Everybody missed it. So that's just case in point. Something that you hear all the time, like back in the day when the show came on, then people watched that show on a daily basis, right? If it came on daily. If it came on once a week, then they watched it once a week. Whenever it came on, I don't know. But anyway, but a lot of times we just don't catch something. So what'd you say again? In here is interactive. So if I say something, then you guys can always. What'd you say, Eagle? I missed that last point. I'll read and look at. You missed the last point, and hopefully I remember the last point, and I can go back to the last point. See, but if you didn't get something, and it's repetitive, it keeps repeating over and over again. It just keeps repeating, and you just don't never get it. Then you're just not gonna get it. I see Derek Bailey. He said, "Salute to Eagles Way of Boxing." That's right. Bruce Goes. He said, "All love." He said, "Listen while driving that Eagles Way of Boxing." Appreciate you, brother. Don't be writing that down while you driving, man. You got a stoplight, then that's okay. As long as the coppers don't catch you doing it. But I appreciate you coming in, brother. But yeah, you got that repeat. So once you repeating over and over again, and I don't know why. I just love to do this. I don't know. Because I can. And when you can do this, you just do it because it's just fun. You're just like, okay, I can do this. Because most people can't do it. They lock they hit the fist or something. But when you can just do it, it just feels good when you can do something that people can't do. They, oh, how you do that? And you can do it both ways. Comes in handy on that bag too, though, because it's like you're just tearing that bag up. That bag is just boom. Yeah. But yeah, well, of course, I trained today, so I had a training session. It was more of a rap session because my girl, she loves when I talk, so I ended up talking. So I owe her a double workout next time that we work out together. And my brother Deep Low 404 out there, he says salute to all. You got the thumbs up, good in the 100, yeah. So you guys might be at work, but hopefully, if you're at work, that you get to still enjoy what I'm saying. And I'm gonna show something today. Hopefully, I don't get in trouble for it. It's very disturbing. I didn't want to do this, but I just want people to not forget certain things when it comes to boxing. We like to talk about the glamorous things in boxing, or whatever, or just the controversy. We talk about the bullshit in boxing, but let's talk about. We're going to show something that is just things that can be horrible in boxing. So I'll just put it that way. So some things can be horrible in boxing. I know we chose a certain sport. We like it. I don't know why you guys like it. You might not know why I like it. Probably you know why. You know a little bit why I like it. Because it's in my family. It's in my blood. But why do I like it? I dislike it at the same time. I dislike it from women, but I'm trying to get better at endorsing it. But I want my queen at home cooking. I want her sewing something, making something special. I want her to learn how to make stuff that's special. I can help her. Don't matter. You want me to cut something off for you, cut a pattern out or whatever, I'll do that. Just sew it and put it together. Because she likes being like a woman. A woman takes care of that type of stuff. I can give a whole life lesson, but I'm not going to do it. I do it sometimes to people and make them, and they feel a certain way. Like, yeah, that's true. Because everything we do now is manufactured. When I grew up, they still had women that were still making stuff. A lot of people was making trips to the store to buy clothes, and you had some girls that was going to the store to buy patterns or something, to make something, or just coming up with stuff like cool ass shit. It's just like, oh, that's cool. I like that. And that was our tradition, was to use the needle and thread, or sinew. We use the sinew, which is the ligaments of the body of the animals. Use that to sew up our leather, our buckskin garments and stuff like that. Yep. But I see you out there, Derek Bay, say salute at Bruce Goes, and I didn't even see Bruce Goes, yeah. And I guess I did, because I did salute him because he said he was on the road. But Bruce Goes, yeah. When he comes in early like this, I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Yep. But I don't know who you are. I see somebody else with an R, Rebecca. I'm not gonna say your last name, but you put something in there. I don't know what that is. VASF .tech or something. You want somebody? Are you trying to endorse something in my forum? I would hope that you're not. That you don't get yourself in trouble in here. That you don't get banned in here, because my administrator is here. My manager of administration, Derek Bailey, is here. And he's probably going to keep an eye on you, even if somebody else is busy. So hopefully on Friday you don't come in here for a rap. especially this is the wrong show to come to, is on the Friday when it's the Friday wrap, because they will wrap your ass up and send you on your way. So it's just not going to be a good look for you. But you're welcome to come in if you want. If you have anything to discuss with us, you can put a thumbs up. That's mostly my requirement, is a thumbs up. I don't need you to exhaust yourself and subscribe. You know, that might be too exhausting. Oh, I gotta subscribe. You know, some people can't take the mouse and go over and subscribe because it's too exhausting. So I stop even worried about that or talking about that as much. I got good people. We're like the Marines. There's a few of us. The few, the proud. That's it. We're not prideful, but you get what I'm saying out there. But yeah, we got the fights coming up. Yep. We got the Derek said, I gotta, it's something, it's always something, it's always a pondering, huh? When you gotta ponder, like, well, you didn't do this though, like, what, can we get any other words, or just, is that just a troll move? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's kind of early. I mean, we haven't gotten them for so long because it's not, I don't know, trolls, we get them sometimes, but it's just not fun here for them. You know, they don't get as excited as they get other places because they just don't, it doesn't work out good for them in here. It just doesn't work out good for you when you come in Eagles Web Boxing. Some places it might work out a little better, but when you in Eagles Web Boxing, it just don't work out that good. You're like, oh shit, I'm in there, and it don't work out like you thought it was. So that's the only cautionary thing that I have to say, is that it just probably ain't gonna work out. It just doesn't work out for you. So that's all I can say. Does not work out. Yep, I didn't get my notification. But yeah, we got to find out, like always, what these fighters gonna do. What are you fighters know? What are we gonna do? What you fighters gonna do? Who's gonna fight who next and whatever? I didn't write nothing down for us. I was reading. Was it CBS? It was something I was reading earlier about a fight or whatever. So, is Mikey's trying to fight Kambosos too? Something. Who's Mikey trying to fight? Mikey's trying to fight somebody. Could have swore it was Kambosos, or Lomachenko wants to try to fight Kambosos. Now everybody wants to fight Kambosos. Nobody cared about Kambosos. Now all of a sudden they don't want. And so you guys aren't going to do this to us. You're not going to steer us away from Haney. So you can forget that. Oh, we try to get to Kambosos before Haney get him. No. Haney deserved that. So y'all stop it. Stop that. You got always trying to ruin something, and then I have to mention it. I'm trying to be cool, trying not to have to mention certain stuff. Then we got a Geraldes fighting again. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we got some fights coming up. So we got some Showtime stuff. There we go. We got some Showtime. Well, actually, you guys already know about the Showtime. So yeah, we got Showtime coming up. So Showtime, we'll talk about that. Matter of fact, ESPN. So we got ESPN. We got Dozen, and we got Showtime. What Showtime? ESPN, Dozen, Fight, Sky Sports, whatever. Sky Sports, and we got Fight. We got DAZN a couple of times. So we got a few programs for DAZN. We got Showtime. So ESPN. So you guys are gonna have to be flipping through channels this weekend. It doesn't look like. Well, I guess that would be. Okay, so Sky Sports. Okay, ESPN US, US, and oh yeah, because US is the zone too. Yeah, so we got US the zone in Showtime. Yeah, so if you haven't subscribed, I guess you can get the zone. Still, I think it's still cheap. I think it's still cheap. So, oh, let me go back and see. Now somebody came in. Ain't I don't know. What kind of? Are we getting weird stuff in here, Derek? I'm trying to talk like we getting weird shit. Let me see what they got. Damn, you got rid of somebody faking. I want to see what they. I want to see what they wrote. Oh, okay, you just. Oh, so that's Amy. Yeah. So we got two people coming in saying the same thing. Just putting links in or whatever. Nobody. What is it? It's some kind of porn shit or something. What are you doing? You both got. Okay, you're both out of here anyway. Derek hid both of you. So why'd you come in? Why'd you come in? Why did you follow me enough to come in just to get banned? That was so nobody was interested in whatever you put down. Nobody was interested in it, and it got you banned because Derek just decided, hey, to throw your ass out. That's it. Okay, let me see what my brother got. Cause Dilo, salute to all. Derek Betty was wondering, Keith is supposed to be fighting Barrios. Yeah, I don't like that fight. Yeah, yeah, that's another one. Yeah, I read that. That was on. I think that was on CBS or something. Yeah, I read that one too. Keith. Yeah, Keith and Barrios. Are you serious, Keith? Keith ain't serious about boxing anymore. They took one ass whooping. It was a close enough fight for you to still. You wouldn't have lost your edge so much, Keith, if you just keep fighting and say effort. I mean, cause you pretended like you wanted to be a welterweight and fight everybody, but I think you kind of realize that you're gonna get your ass whooped. Maybe you is a little bit shaky when it comes to. I know you guys ain't scared of each other, but maybe you just like, oh well, it's gonna be a hard ass fight against Bud. It's gonna be a hard ass fight against Earl. Maybe you feel some kind of way. But this move, this is a straight up punk move to me. Yeah. Derek Bay said they think he is easy work, but Mikey calling everyone out. Yeah, Mikey. Yeah, Mikey calling everyone out. Yep. The lightweight division out. Yep. Oh, out the lightweight division. Yeah, Mikey trying to call people out. Mikey is a retired troll. Mikey, shut your ass up. You a retired troll. Stop trying to act like you still a boxer. You ain't a boxer because you a front boxer now. Now, and just to keep it a buck, or even more, I went back to listen to some of Mikey's pre-hype. You know what I mean? I went back to listen to some of his hype, D to the baby, and he was acting like he was just like, oh, I'm that guy. You know what I mean? He was really acting like, hey, I'm that guy. I'm Mikey. I'm that guy. Nobody beats me. His speech and language was so much different. You got to go back and listen to these fighters, because when we talk about fighters having the same energy, believe me, a lot of fighters' energy has changed. Even Terrence Buzz Crawford, his energy has changed. He's turning into somebody else. I don't know who he is. And now you always call Sean Porter suspect personality, but now Bud is in the same category because he's just doing stuff that I'm not used to him doing. It's only certain fighters that stay the same. Their energy just stays the same. There's not very many of them, but their energy stays the same. And you got some fighters that it's a new improved them all the time. They inventing themselves again. I'm like, well, what is that about? You're inventing yourself again and again and again. That's sad when you got to keep reinventing yourself. Don't reinvent yourself. Make people fall in love with the old you. Oh my goodness. You guys are killing me with this shit. Please stop killing Eagle with the dumb shit. With all the change in the energy. Because I can go back and listen, just like Canelo, like I told y'all. He was born ready and all this. And he wants to unify. You want to unify at 160. I'm not going to get over that. And then you change your mind. Stop it. Now, if you change your mind, you very well have that right to change your mind, but the reasoning behind you changing your mind, that's what's suspect to me. When you have zero reasoning, well, I'm just gonna move up and you fighting people now. Now you want to fight a cruiserweight. There's probably no more than just he's just a gatekeeper, a journeyman, just basically a sparring partner, just somebody can go and beat up. That's who you about to fight now. Cause you think, see what he's done? He's undermining people's boxing knowledge and just the way people follow boxing. Some of these boxers do that. They undermine you, and you go with it. Oh yeah. That's what he said. Stop going by what they said, because you can even see even what Keith is doing. Keith is trying to undermine. Now everybody want Comboses, everybody want Barrios, because just because somebody that was not really supposed to beat him. Well, we knew he was gonna beat him. Yeah. And now we got another, Catherine McKinney. Everybody with that, whatever it is. What kind of shit y'all bringing up in here? I don't know what you mean. You're not saying anything. You Catherine and Morgan, you guys are just coming in, just writing down shit for I don't know why. You even coming in here? Why are you in here? Why come in here? Derek Baker said, but they said Bud want Keith in July, but that seemed he said, but that seems to be happening. Well, it may. Bud may want Keith. I don't know what Bud want. Bud need to get his shit straight. Because you got to realize, Derek Baker, that we understand that there's a lot of politics, and not just politics. There's a lot of other things that happen in boxing, or that have to happen in boxing before we can get what we want in boxing too. See, they're doing a lot of stuff that we need them to take care of their business. Like Bud, I don't even know if Bud should even be fighting right now. Bud shouldn't be fighting until he get his financial shit straight. However long that might take. You know what I mean? Get your stuff together first, man. Well, I want to look. I don't want to be bothered with you. You're physical, whatever you could be. I don't care what you are. Your physicality can be there, but if your stuff is not right to where you're gonna get your money and all that, then why am I even talking about you? Why, D-Lo? Why do I need to talk about you if you ain't got your financial shit straight? And by the way, I see y'all blew up my chat on my way out the other day. And I was just messing with you, D-Lo. She was like, no, I ain't into nobody's money like that. Everybody had a point at the end of the show. All y'all, I see all y'all was throwing your points in there. Y'all can bring them back up. I might have forgot them. But yeah. It got kind of heated. You know, a lot of times we do like our warm up for the show, like we start off we just going back and forth about little things. Then it gets more heated because, of course, the discussion has to get heated now. And the reason I'm bringing up the point from something that happened yesteryear is because of things that happen today. Still keeping it linear, still keeping it parallel. We go like this. Hey, it's a carbon copy. We look straight across from each other. You know. But just listening to people and, you know, the voices and stuff, or just, oh, yeah, he gonna fight him. Oh, yeah, they gonna get it done. No, man, look. You make us forget about the whole money part because we don't care about it, but we can't forget about it to the extent that We may want to, but we cannot think about it. We cannot forget about it up until a certain point. We can't. We cannot forget about it. We can forget about it at one level, but at another level, we can't really forget about it because it's like, um, it's almost like we got to be the adults, like that. Like we have to be like they're the kids and we're like the adults. Okay, you got your money together first? See, that's how we got to be. Like we never know because I don't know. I don't even know. I don't even hear nothing about purse bids and stuff like that. Is it? Do we even have to go to bidding? The structure's already laid out. We talked about the structure, especially. I think did we talk about the WBA or WBC, and we talked about their minimum wages and stuff. So there's minimum wages for certain weight classes that belong to these organizations, and we covered that at one point. I'm trying not to remember all that shit because I don't want their finances like stuck in my mind. Like, oh, your minimum, we pull it up. This is the minimum you can get, and I don't care. Whatever. Take that, get that shit straight. Get your negotiating team together, bud, and then just go out and fight. That's it. Just fight anybody. Stop acting like Stop doing your little funny videos and shit. Just go fight somebody. You're not gonna amuse Earl with that shit. Earl got a dry ass sense of humor. Y'all better recognize Earl don't. He's not. He don't fall into people's trap. You got to be right in his face. He's not gonna fall into your stupid little traps, and you're not gonna get under his skin and nothing like that because he wants to beat all of you up in the first place. He just wants to beat everybody up in the first place. So it don't matter what you say. You're on his list anyway. He want to beat you up in the first place. Dang. Derek, let me check my other page. Derek is not playing today. Derek says, y'all make me come in here. I'm an administrator. I gotta put these people out. He don't even time them out no more. Derek putting in work today. Derek, like, you out of here. I sit there yawning. I've been yawning the last couple of days. Hey, you know what? What's funny, Derek, is before they didn't see because Sir Flame's not here. So I don't know if you being fair to them, brother. They didn't get. Hey, they didn't get the words in the dressing room, man. They never got They didn't get the words. Text, I don't care. You got words or you didn't get words. One way or another. You gonna comply or you gonna get your ass up out of here? Derek ain't playing with nobody today. I couldn't even read the rules in the dressing room. Yeah, but what I wanted to share that I think is like really important, and I'm gonna stay as long as I can today, because you guys know I got this show tomorrow. I'm all happy because I got somebody else that's coming through that's gonna work with me, which is cool. Shout out to F. Coleman if you came through. Shout out to you. I appreciate just our conversation today. So if you came through here, if not, I'm still going to reach out and I'm going to show respect. Regardless, that's what I do. There's not enough people that do that. Shit, I was saying today, I said I want to be a listener, man. Shit. But it's hard to be a listener because you ain't listening to this shit. It's like, this is what I'm listening to. It's hard, Derek. It's hard. I'm trying to find me a channel where I can just tune in and just listen. I can listen to them. You can't listen to a lot of people. A lot of people be full of it. But at least when you got a smaller audience, you can interact a lot better. Just think if it was 1,000 people in here. I can't answer 1,000 people. I'm not going to. It's going to just be a disturbance. They're going to get all kicked out. At the most, I would like to have just in here at one time is maybe 30 people, like in here, actually like just in here participating. Because a lot of people they're not going to talk over each other. They're going to go back and forth with each other. And you keep the other person from having to keep looking up the screen. Were they talking to me? It's kind of cool that they highlight your name and stuff, though. That they highlight your name so that way you say, oh, that was my name. So you can go back and read, like if somebody gave you a comment, But if they forget the hashtag or they forget the asperson, if they forget that, then it's not going to highlight. And so you got to be like, oh, shit, what the hell? But I've been always looking for these shows. Like I'll get in tune with a show, and I like it. There's been shows that I like. I'm like, I like the show, but then it gets so repetitive. It's like, all right, I ain't really getting nothing out of that. The only time I want something to be repetitive, if it's good repetitive, like it's good, I like that. That's another angle. I like different angles of stuff. Like I want to see, I want somebody to tell me about a side of something that I never heard, just never got. And that's what I try to do when I come up in here. Yeah, Derek Ray said, I know. He said, yeah, I'm enjoying the smaller channels more. Yeah, there's been channels that disappeared and they only had like a few followers or whatever, and I was into it. I'm like, oh man, it's good. But I guess they felt because they didn't grow or they wasn't growing fast enough that they just quit. I said no, and I tell people like that, no, don't quit, man. They need a small channel that's gonna put that work in, far as like giving people what they need. Damn, Derek on that administrative job today. Hey, Derek, they messing with your administration. Derek, like, no, I'm not having nobody come here messing up my administration. Y'all not gonna come up here and mess up the Derek administration. When you do that, there's a problem. And y'all see, when y'all come in here messing with Derek Bailey, that right now y'all having problems. Y'all having problems. Y'all can't even come back. You got to come back as somebody new. You got to keep. That's really trolldom when you come through and you have to keep changing your profile just to come back. That's your time is very sad, and it's not working out for you in here. You just, as soon as you come in, you right back on your way out. So why keep making up stuff? Especially when you can't think of stuff like Amy Campbell, probably the same person as Aubrey Waters. It's just simple shit. You couldn't think. You can't think, oh, his first name's gonna be with an A, and I'll do C and I'll do W. What you gonna come back as Brad Dickerson? Give me a name, Brad Dickerson. I haven't heard that one. So Brad Dickerson, bring your ass back so they can get rid of you too. Y'all stupid. Okay. They try to get me caught up, and I end up losing my thought, but I'm not. So we got fights to not deliberate, but to decide who's gonna do what. I guess you can call it deliberation. And we're gonna see how we do. We're gonna see how we do this week. We did pretty good this week. From last weekend, we did good, but we couldn't have called some of the stuff the way it went though. That was horrible. Or was it the week before we did good? I think this week. No, the week before. Yeah, the week before we kind of screwed up. This week was kind of like laid like right in front of us, like Davis. Come on, Davis, Haney. I mean, we got 2 freebies. How many freebies do we got? I think we got like 3 or 4 freebies. Then we had a couple of screw ups. But I don't know what to do about the Geraldes. I know one thing Geraldes does is he keep fighting though, there. He keep come. I'm fighting again. Some of these fighters that come in and fight, we're like, wait, you fighting? You still fighting? Yeah. So we have let me see. So coming up, we'll do them a couple of times. So we got Lomachenko. All right, there we go. Versus Comey. And that is Saturday. That's on USA show. It's on ESPN. And UK is on Sky Sports Arena. There we go. And that's going to be in Los Angeles. Los Angeles is hosting some fights. Probably the Forum. Forum need that money, right? Not the Forum, but the Staples Center. Yeah, the 15-2-0, Lomachenko. Comey 33-0. And I know Lomachenko think he's about to go in there and get him a quick one. But we got to see how that go. And we'll cover it again. I don't know what y'all's pick is. Maybe we'll just do it that way, as I say, so that way you don't have to put down 4 or 5 picks all at once. So I'll name a couple, and then we got Ben. There we go, Ben versus Algeria. Right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. That sounds that's gonna be interesting. Right? That's gonna be interesting. We're gonna check that one out. We're gonna have to check that out. Because that's a nice little welterweight fight. And then of course we got one of my favorites here. We got Donaire versus Gaballo. And Gaballo is another Filipino fighter. Donaire wants to take him out because he's an up-and-comer. And Donaire doesn't, I don't think Donaire wants to be known as any kind of a gatekeeper or nothing like that. So we're going to see with that. But I'm still going to go, I might have to go with Donaire on that one. Okay, we'll cover some more too, though. Yeah, we'll cover some more. That's all I'm going to lead off with. But the reason I stated that something was important is because I just want, and I have Derek in here, I got D-Lo in here, I got Bruce Goals, and I have other people, and we already understand. Okay, you guys can make your picks though, but you guys can do it in here as we're talking or whatever, or as I try to pull this clip up. I want everybody to listen to this. Please just put up a 1 if you can hear it. Once I put it on. But the people that I have in here that I can see this actually participating right now, this is not necessarily for them. It's a reminder for all of us, but it's not necessarily for them. They don't. It's for the new people that just don't get it. That love boxing for its brutality, and it's self-explanatory. Yeah. Okay, I haven't made any picks yet, but I do have Loma, because Comey been looking shaky lately. Okay, been looking shaky. But you guys check this out. You're not gonna see me this for. It's not really long, but I just want y'all to just check this out. And I just titled it. It's called Illegal Punches. So make sure y'all check this out. Let me know if you can hear it though. Even if you can hear, even if it's like they got a commercial on it, don't worry about it. But yeah, I just want to know if you guys can hear it. So if you can hear that, I know you can probably hear me, but if you can hear it, just put up a 1. If not, I'll have to find out what's going on with it. So y'all let me know. Or put up a 2, 3, or 4 if you can't hear it. Because for me, I can't put if I have the sound and it messes it, it's like a double sound or something. So I can't have it for myself. I have to just watch. So it's all YouTube stuff. So it's shareable because it's it's more or less like a small documentary. There you go. Oh, Derek, you don't hear it? Okay, let me try this. Let me see what I can do. See why we're not getting the sound. I may have to turn. Let me see.
To the back of the head.
Williams came back with that right, but to the back of the head, as Colon indicated to the referee Joe Cooper.
In the 5th round, Colon appeared to be ahead in the fight, when Williams struck him with 2 solid rights. And then,
Oh, the shot from Cologne may have been, yeah, it was a low blow.
He was frustrated, by getting hit so many times behind the head, and the referee was not doing his job.
referee Joe Cooper deemed Cologne's low blow intentional and deducted 2 points. Williams taunted Cologne, who continued complaining about the rabbit punch to the head.
Come here, Jim. Listen to me. You don't stop hitting backhand. You stop hitting low. I'm going to disqualify both of y'all. You understand?
Williams was on a roll the 7th. Then he hit Cologne behind the head again and sent him to the canvas.
Come on, get up. Come on, get up. You got a few minutes. Come here.
Cooper penalized Williams 1 point for the illegal blow.
That's clearly an illegal punch and should rightfully get 5 minutes to recover.
Ringside doctor Richard Ashby examined Cologne and concluded he could continue the fight.
I just talked to Dr. Richard Ashby. He told me that Cologne said he was dizzy and was hurting in the back of his head, but he felt he could go on. The doctor concurs. He says he's just waiting for him to shake it off and resume action.
In the 9th, Williams knocked Cologne down twice. After the round, Cologne's cornermen unlaced his gloves. They said they thought the bout had just ended. Cologne was disqualified.
He's walking towards the locker room, one hand around his mother. His legs are becoming really shaky, which I thought was odd. I couldn't understand it.
I asked him in Spanish, Papi, ¿cómo tú estás? And he answered in English, Mommy, I'm dizzy, I cannot see.
Then in the locker room, Mom tried to sit him down in the chair that was there, and he started sliding down, started vomiting.
I remember him collapsing in his own throw up, and then at that point, he was trying to hold on to consciousness.
Daddy said, please, preacher, don't go. I asked him in Spanish, Papi, ¿cómo tú
Unconscious,
estás?
Cologne was rushed by ambulance to the hospital. Emergency surgery removed a large brain hemorrhage, relieving pressure on the skull. But the damage was irreversible.
It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. Everything changed that day. That night was awful. Daddy said, please, preacher, don't go.
Cologne was rushed by ambulance to the hospital. Emergency surgery removed a large brain hemorrhage, relieving pressure on the skull. Was irreversible. Cologne was left in what doctors call a vegetative state, unaware and unresponsive.
The doctor don't give us hope. They say that he's got a mark, and the CT scan shows like a black spot that is too large for him to recuperate.
Cologne, now 24, breathes on his own. That is the extent of his independence.
I cannot leave my son alone because when he coughs, I need to suction him also. So because he cannot swallow, he's a feeding tube.
Cologne's parents are divorced, and his father has come daily to help his mother care for him.
I try to speak with him. I try to talk to him. I take him outside. He likes this, right? ¿Te gusta? Afuera. I read the Bible. I read newspapers.
I see pictures of everything around the room, and I look at him, and his resemblance is not the same. Sometimes I look at him, and it's just like, it's not really my brother. I think it's still that shock of, it's not my brother. I don't accept it.
Faced with providing decades of medical care, the family wages an ongoing battle against exhaustion and despair.
Papi.
I see pictures of everything around the room, and I look at him.
Every time I go to the room, I expect it like a preacher say more.
Sometimes I look at him, and it's just like,
I expect it that word. If preacher say more, for me it's like it's coming the recovery.
I do believe in miracles. I do believe in miracles.
I respect everybody that does. I want to say I do. But it's been a year. Is he ever going to get out?
I believe he can wake up, but we don't know when. That's my dream, my hope, my faith to see is God put his hand over my son and he can wake up.
After all these years, going back to where it all started.
Yep. So that I just wanted to show that, because in this boxing game, which is not really a game, but it's in this boxing world, this boxing game. A lot of the new people are just coming in. They don't understand why I get so frustrated. Even if they say somebody won a fight, oh, they clearly won, and they're experts, or they think they're experts, because I don't know shit, but I know this. I know if you keep hitting somebody in the stem of the brain, like behind the neck, constantly, that's like receiving multiple whiplashes. A whiplash is something that is more common. Like, it's common in boxing. Like, if you take a hard punch, but you're probably just gonna go out from getting hit in the face. But it's common, like, from a head-on collision, or you getting a little bit of an accident or something, or somebody pushes you forward, something like that. They call it the lash, is because you kind of stretch out this way, then you go back. The going back is really problematic, because but the pressure from stretching going forward is really, that's a bad issue. So in other words, when you're hitting somebody with a rabbit punch, you're giving them the worst part of the whiplash. You're giving them the first part of the whiplash, like bam. Their head is probably not gonna snap back unless you chop them. The shit makes you dizzy. I tell you that I actually suffered in a combat situation one time, that I suffered a chop to the neck, and I didn't go out. I didn't go to sleep, but I received the chop, and it wasn't from somebody that was necessarily huge or big or nothing like that, but I got a chop, and I was dizzy. I was like woozy, like, oh shit. I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was woozy, believe me, because of the chop. So I understand that. You take somebody as big as like a Tyson Fury. It's not really a devastating puncher. I don't care. He probably could have been. And he probably still can develop some power, but I don't know. He has chin, but he has chin issues also. Courage, I would say he's probably one of the most. He has probably the most courage in boxing. He will get back up and fight you, regardless. He can be knocked out and get back. And that's crazy to actually be knocked out and get back and fight. But he does a lot of dirty stuff. That's one of the dirty moves that he'll do, is like hit you in the back of the head. Ali got so frustrated, I think, was with Wepner one time. He just grabbed Wepner in a headlock and just started hitting him in the back of the head, because he kept getting hit in the back of the head. And that could be like little temporary, like small knockouts in the ring when you get hit behind the head like that. That got you buzzing and got your eyesight messed up. Because you need that flow of information that goes up your neck. You need that information to hit the brain. And if you're stopping that information, or you're impeding it, or clogging it up, or causing any kind of a clot from hitting back there, it could be a terrible thing for the brain, and for the memory, and for everything else, for the cognitive use of your brain, because of the position of where you're hitting. You know what I mean? And that's why, even if a fight is close, I take points. I'm like, I don't care. The ref didn't take the points. I still take points. Your round was not effective if you banging somebody in the back of the brain or in the back of the neck. For me, that's not effective. You was effectively cheating, is what you was doing. And the reason I showed that was disastrous. That was that's the worst thing besides death that can happen to you. Is what happened to that gentleman. One of the worst things. So that's why they need to clean up in boxing. Don't let nobody hit behind the head. You get 2 warnings. That's it. You get 2 warnings, and then the fight stopped after that. 2 should be enough. Maybe even 1 warning. Hey, because let's stop and take a break in between what I'm saying. Do fighters get instructions in the dressing room of what to do? Fouls. They call them what they call it in the dressing room. When they tell you it's called a foul, right? In the event, they're probably gonna say something like, in the event of a foul, I'm gonna ask you to go to a neutral corner to recover, or I might take points or whatever that. They used to explain the illegal punches. When you used to go to the dressing room, when you hear them explaining, they used to explain the illegal punches. No hitting behind the head, top of the head, no hitting on what they say mostly now is no hitting on the break, but no hitting behind the head. I'm gonna call this low. No hitting down here. If you hit here behind the back, it's not just hitting behind the neck, it's hitting behind the back. And sometimes a ref will say, well, somebody's turning. Well, even if you're turning, you're still not allowed to hit. And I hear commentators act like they agree with it, like it's okay. Oh, he turned around. I mean, there's instances where you can't help but hit somebody in the back, but purposely hitting somebody in the back, you still hit them in the back. I don't care if they turned or not. You still hit them in the back. If somebody's running from you, you don't hit them in the back. So if you're a boxer, you don't hit them in the back. You just wait until they start running back your way. I'm not going to chase you. How far can you chase somebody, or how far can somebody run in a 20-foot ring? They can run 20 feet. How long does it take you to run 20 feet? For most people, it's less than a second. So, wow. So for 1 second, you just have to chase somebody down. Chase his ass down. But just something terrible did happen. Because people are just really stupid. Okay, Derek Bay said that's true also. Yep. Worst place to get hit. You got that right. That is why when you watch old movies and someone chopped the back of the neck of a person would go out. You got dang right. That is, I don't even show people that shot. That's a shot. You could use that, but it's too, I'm telling you, it's so dangerous. I don't even think they allowed in MMA. Matter of fact, I think they can hit in the back of the head. But a chop, see, you put people out with a chop, man, that's too much, brother. Just don't chop me in the back of my neck. You chop me in the back of my neck, it is the repercussions and consequences behind that is just not gonna be good at all. Chopping, if we fighting this straight up, brother, it's straight up. We up in here. Hey, we up in here, Derek. That's where we at. We up in here, but if we fighting, we up in here. No. See, listen to that, huh? You imagine taking one of those, because you don't need a fist. You don't need a fist. There's specialized punches you can use too. That's so dangerous, and I'm not look. Y'all ain't hear shit from me when it comes. I didn't teach you nothing. I just talked to you about it. I'm not teaching you shit. Don't act like you learn. Oh, Eagle said that. Eagle didn't say nothing. Eagle said how bad it was. Eagle did not say, oh, y'all go out and this is how you take somebody out in a desperate situation, something like that. I still don't want you doing it. Even if it's desperate, sometimes you might have to take an ass whooping. Just take an ass whooping over that. Don't do that because it's something very serious. So sometimes if I take an ass whooping, hey, I just gotta take my L. I'll be laughing about, oh shit, man, we got my ass whooped. I'm gonna dap you up anyway. You whoop my ass. Oh yeah, man, you whoop my ass, man. Damn. I'm gonna be looking at you like you, whoop my ass out here in front of people, man. Did you have to whoop my ass in front of everybody though? Everybody. As long as you get your ass whooped and nobody say, you know what, you got your ass whooped. If they just say he won, that's a compliment. Oh, he won. I think he might have won. See, that means you didn't get your ass whooped, but you just lost. A loss is not bad, but when you get your ass whooped, that's different. You got your ass whooped, man. Man, he handed you up, son. No, you don't want. That's not what I want to hear. You notice they don't put it in the movies anymore or TV. No, no, hell no. That punch is so illegal. It's so dangerous that they don't show that in. Even when you're like learning a new martial arts form, they don't teach you that shit. They don't teach you that. They don't even do it in the WWE. They don't do it because they know kids will go out and paralyze each other. Yeah, some of the moves they do in WWE, the kids can't do. They still do some high flying, dangerous shit, but I think they cleaned it up. Like far as I was watching Triple H the other day. I think they was calling. What's his name? I don't even watch it, but somebody calling. They act like he was gonna be with DX, but he's not gonna be with DX. They end up taking him out. But I even knows when he did his vintage move, he did it differently. He did it differently to the guy to where it didn't even seem like it would do any damage to you, like it would hurt you. I think they're making little subtle changes so when somebody like replays what they did, you see, oh, okay, you can't really get hurt doing that. Because you got these idiots, man, that will jump off of 4 ladders, whatever, have your stupid ass laying on a table that's not broke enough. It's not broken enough, or it's not a prop table to where they dive on you and that table just bends a little bit, and they done broke like 4 or 5 of your ribs. I'm just man, I can't watch them kind of videos. They can make you laugh, but god dang, that's just too dangerous, man. Breaking chairs over somebody. But I know in regular wrestling, I know professional wrestling or whatever you might want to call it, because some areas that's a big sport when you go to small towns. And I know that because I had a friend, her son used to wrestle. And I don't think he made it to the WWE, but he used to do like local wrestling in small towns, right? And I went to go see him. And, he was a champ too. So I watched him, I watched his little moves and stuff, watch him come back and stuff. And he had a little following and stuff. People liked him. I was cracking up because they actually liked him and stuff. And I was just like looking at her. You don't get nervous with your son doing all this stuff? And she's like, nah. She said because when they do the contract, I don't know if they do the same thing in WWE, but they do a contract. You could put in to the severity, in your clause within the contract. You can put down, how much damage you will that they could actually do to you, how much you will actually take. Like when it comes to certain cuts and bleeding, like some people will never bleed because they're not allowed to like break their nose or bust them in the nose and stuff like that. It's written into the contract, no bleeding, no excessive cuts, because they might go into something else, modeling or whatever else later on in their career. So I know on the local level they do that you can put in the contract how much damage they can do to you. Like you could put me on tables, but they have to be like weak tables, or they have to be able to give, and you can only put an elbow like in my stomach, chest or something like that. You can't hurt me so much. And I understand why, because if you take too severe punishment, like it pleases the crowd, but how much money are you getting locally for that? That's all. I just want to throw that out there, just because I never knew that either. I don't know if y'all knew. Maybe y'all knew that they write that shit off in the contract. I never knew that they wrote it in the contract. Like, yeah, they write that in the contract. No, he can hit me here, but he can't hit me there. Okay, so we covered the Lomachenko Kome. Okay, we got Lomachenko, Ben, and Algieri. I don't even know. I want to go say Ben, but I might just go Algieri for the upset. Donaire, Gaballo, I'm going with, like I said, I'm going with Donaire. What about Anderson? This heavyweight. Anderson versus Slinko. I'm gonna have to stick with America, so I'm gonna have to go with Anderson on that one. Any disagreements? Even though he's orthodox too, though, right? But the one thing about Jared Anderson is Jared Anderson, he don't have no losses yet, and all he has is knockouts. I know nobody's really talking about him, and you know his average ring. I'm just reading this now. The average rounds is like 2.2. I just went to somewhere else on it, you know, and he fought. He's only out of fighting for about 13 months. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, actually, you know what? He just fought 2 months ago. So he's active right now. Okay. So yeah. So yeah. So I thought it was 2020. 20 is 2021. Okay. So we look at him. Yeah, because matter of fact, yeah, he just fought, huh? Yeah, he just fought. Yeah. But the one thing that we can say about this fight, or the one thing I can say is that that this fight was I think this is a postponement if I'm not mistaken. I think this was a postponement. Yeah. I can't be 100% on it, but I think it was a postponement on top of that. But right now he's smiling and he looked good and he's smiling and stuff and he's happy. He's happy to be boxing. So we're gonna see. We're gonna go with the American on that one. And Slinko, you're gonna have to find somebody else to fight. Ben, I think Derek Bailey was going with Taylor. I think we got Taylor Sharipov. We got that. And we got Davies Jr. That's UK versus Lundy out of US. I don't know. Do you guys want to go with Lundy? Super lightweight. And I'll give you this next one. And Cardina versus Kacharian. What's his name? I don't know if it's Cat or Chat. Cat Chacharon. Chat, that's the tongue twister, ain't it? He said Chat. Chacharon. Chat. It looks like chat. It looks like, so KHAT, which sounds like chat, right? Chat, and then CHAT. So chat. Trayon. Chacharon.
Unknown caller.
I don't have unknown callers. Why is somebody even calling me? Shut up. Stop calling me. Because people know when to call me and when not to call. That's why I know it's a junk phone call when people call me when they know good and damn well that I'm busy right now. Don't call me. Don't call me. I'm not going to put on Do Not Disturb. If I tell you Do Not Disturb, that's good enough. It's just like when we give the rules out in here. Yeah, I'm going to have to give the rules out late in here. Salute to Eagles Web. Salute to the chat. And as always, jab that like button. All y'all neck. He said you don't want to get neck up in Eagles Web boxing. Got the flame up good. Got the 100 up good. Got with them hands up good and those things like that there. Yeah, you can't go with Lundy. I asked if y'all can go with him. He said, nah, I can't go. Derek said, nah, Lundy lost his last fight. You only as good as your last fight. Derek said, yeah, he stays pretty active. Yeah, Anderson was the one that supposed to have put Fury out in camp. Yep. And he'll probably put Fury's ass out. Fury probably don't want to see him. He happy. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Derek said no, never knew. He didn't.
Unknown caller.
Yeah, he said no. He said never knew it. Knew that either. But even small time wrestlers have huge following. That's true. They do have. Let me put this phone out of his misery because it's pissing me off. Hold on. All right, so that actually was important, but told them, even though it was important, I told them they still got to get back with me. Yeah. So we still got heavyweights and stuff. We got to look forward to. So it's not all a wash for us. Okay, so let's go back down the list a little bit more. We got Tapales, and we got a Japanese fighter. I love these Japanese names. His name is Tashigawa. Tashigawara. I don't know. Tapales is coming out of Philippines. I don't know. Maybe I'll stick with Philippines. I don't know. Them Japanese is tough though. Them lightweights, super bantamweight. So them Japanese are pretty tough down there. And then we got Lee again coming out of the United States. We got Lee versus Heraldez. Of course, we're gonna probably go with Lee on that one. You never know, but Heraldez might end up doing something. But Lee been dropping people. Lee been taking people's ass out. He said he's one of the heaviest punchers too, right? To be so damn, he's tall, man. I don't know how he's making. How in the hell is he making super lightweight at 5'10"? Explain that one to me, Derek. How you make super lightweight at 5'10"? Right. And then we got Crawley fighting again. Didn't Crawley just lose? Or am I mistaken? Did Crawley just lose? And he's fighting Abdak Korov. It's either Duck or Duke. I don't know how they. I don't say their names enough to. What they just call him, Dookie. Abdul So he's fighting him. And then Bivol. I'm gonna go with Bivol over Salamov. That's light heavyweight, but I'm gonna still go with Bivol. And Korbanov off of Teixeira. I'm gonna go with I don't know. I don't know if I should go with Teixeira or not. But you know what? Teixeira was champ though. So what do you think? What do you guys think on that one? Should we go with Teixeira on that one? I ain't trying to be no loser. I think I might go with Teixeira. Because Brazilians are pretty resilient, so. And then another Philippine fighter against Edwards. I'm going to go with Mama. Flyweight versus Edwards of the UK. So we got a lot of fights coming up. We got Jimenez over Nietes. That's another Filipino fighter. Got a lot of Filipino fighters coming up. That Pacquiao done started some shit, right? And then we got Butler and Bako. I don't know. Maybe I'll go with Butler. I don't know. This Ghana, you Ghanaian fighters have been. You guys been kind of horrendous lately. I don't know. You Ghanaian fighters, you guys just ain't doing what you're supposed to. And Tanaka, I guess, is Ashita. I can't even remember this. I think Ashita got beat up. I'm not even remember, Derek. Did Ashita get beat up not too long ago? Let me see. Because I could swear he just got beat up a couple times. Yeah, he done lost his last couple, huh? Yeah, I think he lost his last couple of fights. I don't know if I can go with him. Sheeta, I don't know if I can still mess with you. So I might have to go again. I might have to go against him on this one because if you've been getting beat up, I don't know. I probably got to go against you. So that was all of them that I have. If you guys got more, I'll find out. Because I'll be able to watch, even though I'm working, I got a art show this weekend. I'll be able to probably see more fights this weekend. Even though I'm sitting there tired. Yeah. You know, Derek said he don't want him. Derek said, no, he lost to avoid Charlie. No, but you got, but the guy he fought is the guy he fought almost beat Charlo though, right? Even though I know Charlo could beat him easy. Derek, no, everybody. Derek said nope. He said Lundy lost. He said no again. No, he lost to avoid Charlo. He don't like nobody. He don't like Teixeira now. He like Teixeira. Now Teixeira is like, nope. He said Derek Perry said metabolism. His metabolism must be like out off the charts if you think about it. God dang, man, your metabolism is you burning some straight up fuel. You burning the hell out of some fuel, man. Really? You burning some fuel up, man. 5'10". Be hard to reach him to give him them punches, but god dang, if you a hard puncher like that, you got some leverage. You can go a long, long ways. Yeah, I got to put somebody in check. This is going to be funny, though. Yeah, don't be calling me and you're going to be in trouble. Yeah, but Geraldez, just see, Geraldez. Why is it Geraldez? Geraldez is like a meme. And Geraldez is like a meme up in Eagles Web. Yeah, you just got your ass. Yeah, you just got beat up bad. I forgot who just beat him up. Just knocked his ass out. That stopped one time. But he had 5'8". 70.5 inch reach. Yeah, I just really can't. It's hard to mess with him. Yeah, because the Swamp Monster is the one that knocked him out, right? So Swamp Monster, which I forgot about that. Swamp Monster knocked his ass out. If you guys don't know who Swamp Monster is, that's my nickname for Rougarou. Regis Prograde, that's my name for him. I just call him Swamp Monster. Yeah, Lundy fought Bud, yep. He said when he was undefeated, yeah. He been around for a moment. Say he's older than Bud, yeah. He been around a little bit, but I don't know if I just want to take, you know what I'm saying, when a fighter stays, it must be something you see. The one thing you got to respect about a fighter that stays in the game is that he's staying. A lot of times they stay because they're experienced. They gonna get in there. They gonna be relaxed with you. So it whoever's fighting them have to be like this really. You just have to be really skilled because you're not gonna probably frustrate him. You gotta be really skilled or just like real powerful. You see what I mean? I think I'm gonna go with him, Derek. So you just remember that one. I don't even know who to take with the chat Turan. Chat Turian. I don't know. Against this Cordina, I don't know that one. Oh, just because you got a new name, I'm gonna go with the UK on that one. And I'm gonna go with. I think I'm gonna still go with Taylor. I might end up in trouble going with Taylor. And I'm gonna go with Algieri. I'm gonna go with Anderson. I'm gonna go with Lomachenko. I'm gonna go with Donaire. We'll see. I'm gonna go with damn. It's kind of hard for me to go against Jimenez. That super flyweight. He lost. He got a split decision. He lost. He lost. And usually his fights is. He went from TKOing people to either getting draws and then losing. I don't know. I kind of want to go with him because the last fighter that came out of there, Lala D picked him and they won. So I don't know. Maybe I'll try him. That's Nietes, and I'm gonna just go with Butler because I don't trust Ghana. I don't trust y'all's ass right now. Y'all ain't been doing stuff. Tanaka and Ashida, I don't know. I'm still because they're both Japanese fighters, so. So I guess I'm gonna go with Ashida. Just because Tanaka got his ass, he lost his last one, so I'm gonna go with that. So those are Eagles picks. Whatever you guys' picks is, that's what it is. I appreciate everybody who came through on this Friday for the wrap. Whether you could participate, talk, or whatever. I appreciate everybody who came through. I think it was a eye-opening show for just for the part when I showed the clip. That was enough just to give us the reminder of how serious boxing still is. You know what I mean? Because it's still a serious sport, and it still needs to be cleaned up. We're in a dirty sport. We're in a sport that still always needs monitoring, always needs to be cleaned up. So it is what it is. We can help. We're going to do our part by exposing whatever we can expose or talking about the levels of what we need to talk about. Because even on this level with the illegal punches, we only kept it on a certain level. And that's what I'll do. Because we always got layers. Because if you say this, I'm saying, well, what about this then? And then you say this, I say, well, what about this? And you say this, I say, what about this, then we're going to pile it up on top. So that way we keep it at an adult level. So there won't be no mistaking about it. Say there ain't no damn mistakings about this. That we understand this is the way it goes. That's the way it goes, right? And that's how we keep it. We try to keep it on a whole different level than whatever everybody else keeps it when they talk about boxing. They talk about the fundamentals. We've been there, done that. We have our points, which we're gonna go over again at one point, of how we judge. It's just some ideas. It was fun. It was fun to do different points. Insight. Who's fighting better on the back foot? Who's doing this? Who's doing that? Because there's different levels of that too. But who's doing the most illegal shit and they still counting it as good shit. See, we don't even look at that. There's always levels. Like I said, there's always going to be a level to where you hit, and you're going to see that when you hit certain levels, like, hey, I never thought about it from that angle. Of course. That's why we think of different angles. That's why we always leave everything open. Our discussion always stays open. I don't even close it, even if it's a dead case. If it's closed, I still leave it open. So even when it comes to like rabbit punches, I still leave it open. Even though I closed the part that is illegal, that's closed. You can't. There's no other interpretation on that. It's illegal, and it is what it is. But I'm not saying, well, you hitting me behind my head, I'm hitting you behind your head. Okay, you both doing illegal shit. But I'm not saying, I'm not condoning one over the others. Like, well, shit. Somebody hitting me behind the head, I'll probably hit their ass behind the head. You hit me low, I'm probably gonna hit you low. It depends on how purpose is. If you hugging me, oh man, damn, my bad, man. I didn't try to hit you low. Then I might believe you. See? But I don't know. Anyway, let's have a great weekend out there. I got to get ready. I'm excited for tomorrow, Derek. I might hit y'all up tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, whatever. Because I always say that just to keep y'all, just look for my notifications just in case I put something up. It may be on my other channel, something like that. But hopefully I'm gonna have a great time out there, and hopefully some native people will come through. Not just native. I like to see everybody, but some positive people will come through, and I'll have a wonderful time out there, and they'll have a wonderful time. That's all I can say about that. Anyway, my shout out to all the real people that I see, and my shout out to all y'all that mess with me. Y'all know what it is. It's Friday. It's a wrap. It's nothing but blessings. That's what it is, and that's what it's always gonna be in Eagles Web boxing. I like to write my note. I like to write my note before I get up out of here. Yeah. I like to always write my little note to Derek Bailey and everybody else before I scram. But I'm gonna catch y'all, man.